Hey everyone, it's me, Brian with Destructive Media, back with another React video for you all today. And today I'm going to be looking at NF's song, I Miss the Days. This is going to be a little different than my other lyric videos. So what I usually do, if you're new here, is I play the song straight through, no interruptions, and I have the lyrics on screen. I make a little video myself, and then we kind of read the lyrics along with the song. And then when the song is done, I pop back up on screen. And then I read the lyrics line by line or chorus by chorus. We break it down kind of chorus by chorus, what we think the song means. But this song is going to be a little different, just how the song is structured. NF talks or raps really fast. So I don't want to just read everything line by line by line. It would be kind of boring. So what I'm going to do is kind of just hit on some parts of the song, give you my overall thoughts on the song and my feelings on the song. And then if you want, down below in the comments, you can give me your thoughts about the song, what it means, where you first heard it, what your first NF song was that you heard, because, he's a pretty popular rapper. For those of you who don't know, he started as kind of like a Christian rapper. I think he still kind of is, but he's more of just like a rapper now. He hasn't like lost his Christian persona or faith or anything like that. But you're going to hear in this song that it's not what you would think a Christian rapper would be about. And like I always say, you should wear headphones when you watch my videos. When you listen to music, you should usually wear headphones because that's how you can hear all of the little small things in the song. Unless you have a really good sound system at home that can hit the mids really good and the deep bass, or even in your car. Some things are going to get kind of drowned out by either, the bass will rattle a bit, or, some things just get drowned out and you're not going to hear it. So yeah, I do suggest that you wear headphones. It does sound better, but if you don't, no big deal. It'll still sound good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the song. And yeah, I'll pop back up when it's done.
I miss the days when I had a smile on my face and wasn't so caught up in all of the small things. Wasn't so adamant that I could handle everything alone. It wasn't so cautious and always exhausted, and actually listen to things that my heart said. Riding my bike, it's riding my bike. Not overthinking my life. Not always wondering if I'm a likable person or someone that nobody likes. Not always stressing about money or losing my job or scared I ain't making a flight. Not always going to bed every night with this knot in my stomach that never unwinds. What happened to me? Yeah, what happened to me? When did I start to believe I wasn't worth it and question my purpose to breathe? Wondering who I should be. Happiness out of my reach. Scared to get back on my feet. Need to get rid of what's detrimental, but it's hard to let go when the thing that hurt you help you get to your dreams. See, I miss the days when I wasn't so faded. Love wasn't always invasive. I could embrace it. Just innocent waiting. Not always living in anguish. When did I break it? Become overtaken. What was the moment I caved and gave away all of my faith and made a replacement? I miss the days when I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling love. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. The one that told me I was worth something when I fall flat, yeah, fall flat. The one that told me I was worth something when I'm off track. Back when my imagination wasn't in the cage and it was free to run fast, yeah. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. Before it was hijacked and wasn't described as a place of limitation, always indicating I can't handle everything from my past. Hated anything it dissects till I'm depressed. I know I'm blessed, but I'm cursed too. Take me back when I was happy, but I wasn't acting. Vulnerable, but didn't see it like some kind of weakness or a thing that's unattractive. Had emotion, but I learned to mask it. Didn't know what I was running after. Didn't know the older I would grow, the more I lose control and take another bag. It's just really sad when everything you thought was stable crashes. Everything you thought would take the sadness really only made it deeper. Got me off the deep end asking, will we ever feel like we imagined? Will we ever feel like we adapted? Will we ever feel like we did back then? Just take me back when, just take me back when. I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling love. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent, I give it all to feel that way again, way again.
Oh man. Yeah, it's a really, really good song by NF. It's not an easy listen. It's, got a lot of deep meanings, a lot of deep lyrics, things that are not easy to talk about, not easy to think about, a lot of self-reflection about growing up and stuff like that. And, some of the hurdles that we all experience growing up, on this earth. So like I said, I'm not going to break this song down line by line like I usually do. We're going to kind of just hit on the main topic of the song, and then we're going to hit on some lines that I think are really, really good. So the first thing I want to bring up is, obviously the meaning of the song, what I think it is. Like I say with all my videos, meaning is subjective to the listener. Just because what I say is the meaning doesn't mean it's the meaning, and it also doesn't have to be your meaning. Your meaning of the song can still be correct, and may even be correct. It's a great thing about music is somebody can hear the same song, come away with a different meaning, but still have the same feeling of satisfaction. So what I think the song is about, it's I guess it's not like an obvious meaning, but on the surface it seems like the song is about just, when you're young, the days seem easier. You have less worries in life. Maybe not all the time, maybe not for everybody, but for a majority of people in your childhood, you had less worries in your life than you do now. Or if you did in your young adult life or teenage life or whatever. When we're kids, we usually generally don't really care what people think about us. We're just ourselves. It's who we are. And that's why, kids say the darndest things, and kids can do some crazy things. It's because, they don't really have a filter. And they don't have that not self-deprecation, but they don't have that thing where, like the shame that we all have, like, they don't get embarrassed because they don't have a reason to get embarrassed, because they've never really been told why they should be. And that's learned behavior. So I kind of think that's what he's saying is, growing up, he didn't worry about all these things of making his flight and how much money he was making, because he didn't have to. He was just a kid. Some of us have pretty rough childhoods. I had one myself. I had a lot of worries growing up. But even, that being said, the problems that I have now seem to be more serious than my ones back then, although they're not. It's just what we're experiencing now is usually always the problems that we think are really the hardest that we've been through. And I think that's kind of what he's saying is like, why does it seem like even though I have all these things, happiness is out of my reach? It's still not here. When was that moment where I was okay? And then I hit this moment and I wasn't okay anymore. Like, he says right here, like, when did I break and become overtaken? What was the moment I caved and gave away all of my faith and made a replacement? I miss the days when, I miss the days when. So like I said, he is a Christian rapper, so he is probably referring to his faith. But like I said, I don't really know how much, if his faith has faltered or anything like that. Because that could have just been like his faith in himself as well. And he gave it away and made a replacement of like, self-doubt and stuff like that. But I also think the song, could also be about like his rap career and what it took to get him here. I know there's a part in the song here where he says, need to get rid of what's detrimental, but it's hard to let go when the thing that hurts you help you get to your dreams. So maybe his rap career is kind of hurting his mental health, with having to worry about what his fans think, his critics think, and everybody else. Maybe it's actually detrimental to his health now. But he knows that he's blessed because of what rap has brought him. So I think, maybe that's kind of what he's saying too. Like, I miss the days back when rap was just rap. It's what I did to be happy. And now it's something that's giving him sadness and stress. But I really do think the song is about just like growing up and getting older, and then having like emotional baggage or even like depression issues, because when you're young you don't ever imagine like when you're old or older you're gonna be happy, like, oh, I'm gonna be on my own, I'm gonna have a job, I can do whatever I want. It's like, yeah, but there's also other things you got to do that you don't have to worry about when you're a child. You do worry about a lot of things when you're a kid, and when you're a teenager, and those are very valid worries. But then you also have new ones when you become an adult, on top of the ones you had when you were a teenager sometimes. And why I think that is because at the end of the chorus here, or just before he goes back into the I miss the smiles we had when we were young, he says, I didn't know the older I would grow, I would lose control and take in all the baggage. And then it's, he says some other things. And then he says, will we ever feel like we imagined? Will we ever feel like we adapted? Will we ever feel like we did back then? So I think, he just wants to go back to the feeling that he had when he was young, where he didn't care what people thought of him. He could just rap and it would make him happy. And he wouldn't have the worries that he has now, and the depression and the sadness. So like I said, I don't think it's a really complex song, but it deals with complex issues. There is, the other meaning to him, about his rap career and stuff that, the normal person doesn't really relate to, which, I don't relate to being a rapper because I'm not one. But I can definitely see where he's coming from, having to worry about at your job, what your bosses think of you, your coworkers, your customers even. So we can kind of relate to it that way. We didn't know when we were kids, when we got a job, that we would have to impress everybody at our job and, put on the social mask and have to be somebody else just to get through the day to get paid. At least that's what I do at work. But yeah, I think that's kind of what the song is about. There's not too much more to say. Like I said, I don't want to read through the song line by line by line. I think that'll kind of take away from it. Because, I really do want you guys to listen to the song. Go listen to the song without my reaction. I will have the links below. Listen to his other music. Pretty much every song I've heard from NF I've really liked. He has a new mixtape that came out called Clouds. He did a song with Tech-N9ne and stuff, which was really good. He did a song with Hopsin as well, I believe. And that's about all I wanted to say about the song. If you guys want me to react to any other NF songs, just let me know down in the comments below. Or if you want to let me know what this song means to you, or if you know something else about this song that people would find really interesting, or maybe some facts that I didn't bring up, I would really appreciate that. So until next time, I want you guys to take care of others, take care of yourselves, and take it easy.